Greetings everyone, this is James with Geek at Arms, and this is the video describing my EDC kit that I talked about in episode 12 of the podcast. Now, first up, I should mention that this kit that I built, this is a supplement to what I carry with me in my messenger bag every single day. In there I carry a good flashlight, I carry a Leatherman, a knife, a couple of other things, and I built this kit to act as a backup, a supplement, and in case of an emergency. So let's start off with the organization kit that I chose. This is the VanQuest PPM Huge 2.0. Comes in 3 different colors, black, green, and gray. It's made of 1000D Cordura. It's been treated so it's just about near waterproof. And another reason I chose it is that it fits in the front pocket of my messenger bag perfectly. Even when it's stuffed full as it is, it slides in and out quite easily. So, first off, let's start with the outside. First thing I've got here is just a band of a 550 paracord. Can be made into a bracelet, and I can keep it on here, can put it on my wrist. Always handy to have cordage around. So let's open it up. As you can see, I've got it pretty full. So starting from left to right. First up, this is the Streamlight 6618 Stylus Pro LED pen light. It's about 90 lumens, as you can see, pretty bright. Takes AAA batteries made out of milled aircraft aluminum. If I don't keep it in here, it's really comfortable in my pocket, and it's a great flashlight to have. Next up, just got some lip balm. I've got Burt's Bees and chapstick. You can pick these up anywhere, and these serve a couple of different purposes. One, if I'm outside a lot, it's real easy for your lips to get chapped either through the sun, the wind, and these will protect them. And also, these make a great fire starter. Next, always it's good to have writing implements. This is just a simple Pilot G2 pen. It seems like everybody's got these days, and because, well, they're good pen. Next, I have got a aluminum waterproof pill bottle. Now, some people will find these described as toothpick holders, but they're a great way for me to carry around some medicine. As you can see, I've got some Excedrin migraine in there. I also keep some ibuprofen and also some anti-nausea, anti-motion sickness medicine, which unfortunately it does happen to me sometimes, and it's always good to be able to keep some Dramamine on hand in case I ever need it. Alright, next is a Schrade aluminum tactical pen. Once again, it's a great pen. You can find refills for this just about anywhere, either at any office supply store, at Walmart, online. Writes very well, and it serves as a self-defense tool. Next up is a whistle. Now you might be thinking, okay, why have you got a whistle? Well, let me tell you. There might be times that you find yourself needing to draw attention, whether it's of people who are trying to help you, or you might need a whistle, and in those times where you need to let people know where you are, let's be honest, the human voice just does not carry that far. And so a good whistle is something small, and it can fit in here very easily. This one comes from the Tops Knives Company. This one actually came attached to a knife that my wife and children bought me for Father's Day. And that is this one. It's one that I keep in my messenger bag. This is the Tops Cut 4.0. Brown linen micarta handle. Got a ring back here. Kind of in the karambit style of knife. Comes with a Kydex sheath and is very nice, very versatile, whether for a survival knife, camping knife, a self-defense knife. It's just a great piece to have. And I liked the whistle so much I decided to throw it in my kit. And as you can see, inside of this VanQuest, it's got several straps for small items, larger items, and 2 very large pouches. And let's look in the first of those pouches. First up, got some field notes. You never know when you need to keep notes of what is happening in a situation, make a list, or leave a note for somebody. That can be important as well. Next, and you see these everywhere now, is a portable charger. This one is made by Mobix. It's about 5,000 milliamps. I know that doesn't sound much, but it will charge my phone almost 3 times completely from dead to full. And this one's nice, small, slim size. It fits in here easily. With that, just a couple of cords. Got a USB to micro USB cord, a cord for my cell phone. When this is for charging my various devices or charging the charger itself. And make sure I don't have anything else in there. Nope, all good. So on to the next side. This is just a pair of earplugs. You never know when you just want a little peace and quiet. Here we have just a simple Bic lighter. Now, one thing I mentioned in the podcast was that everything in here is allowable on a flight. If you go on to TSA's website, it'll include a list of what is and what is not allowed and size restrictions for various things. And I was very surprised to learn that full-size Bic lighters are allowed on flights. It really surprised me and made me happy because now I can include it in here. And I will note, I might change this up. I don't fly that often, so I may change some things in here so that it's not so TSA friendly, but it's complete now. But I would be remiss if I didn't mention that EDC kits are also very much a project, in motion. As needs arise, as your personal situations change, you might find yourself changing out what you want to put inside of your kit. Next thing, though, is a SanDisk 64 gig jump drive. You never know when you need to grab some files, download, transfer some files, or save them. And I like this one because it's switchblade style. It's a normal USB, and on the other side is a USB Type-C. So I like the versatility that this kind offers. Back to the having different writing implements, a Sharpie. This one, of course, goes fine to ultra fine, but putting a Sharpie in here is always a great idea. Sharpies will write on just about anything. Next, my little Leatherman multi-tool. Now this one, because it does not have a blade on it, will be allowed on flights, but it is pretty versatile and it has a lot of options. Has a little clip on there if you want to, for a carabiner, if you want to put it on your keys. Open it up. Got a nice pair of pliers and little wire snips as well. Close it up, gives you access to a file and flathead screwdriver. On the other side is a nice little pair of scissors. And one thing I like about this is that they don't include these on multi-tools often, but it comes with a pair of tweezers. And these are great because you never know when you're going to get a splinter, need to grab something small. Splinters are the absolute worst, and this will be very handy. Alright, next up is a Kickerland screwdriver set. Now, I actually didn't buy this. This was a gift from a good friend of mine years ago. And when I was putting together my kit, I thought this would be something handy to have. I've got the Leatherman with its flathead screwdriver, but this is a little driver that stores all sorts of different screw heads in there, Phillips and more, and stores them in here, holds them in with a magnet. So versatile, handy, and you never know when you might need it. Now, I'm sure you can find it or something similar on Amazon. I have no idea how much this one costs, but if you did a search online, you could probably find it or even a better one with little problem. All right, next up just some more paracord. This was some extra 550 that I had laying around the house. Decided to just roll it up, stick it in here. I think it's about 5-6 meters, and as you can see, it does, you know, makes a big little pile here and a big little bunch, and so not easy to stick in there, but I like having the option. Also, speaking of starting a fire, a Ferro Rod. Having a good one is always handy to have, just another way of starting a fire. And these things are so cool. I mean, they're always, if you have a good one, always going to work, always going to be a great option. Now, Mike suggested this one to me in the last podcast. I hadn't had this in here earlier, but that was some zip ties. I think this was a great idea. Paracord is great. Zip ties are also great for a quick fix. These things can be used to repair so much. They're so versatile, and putting them in here was kind of a no-brainer. All right, into this next pouch. It's got a sealed little bag with some various sized Band-Aids. And wet ones. And let me say, as a parent, it has been revealed to me how handy having some wet wipes around can be. So having a couple in here, that seemed just so obvious. All right, and finally, just a simple bandana. You talk about versatility, about one thing that serves several purposes. This is it right here. Whether it's, you know, keeping the sun off your head, cooling yourself off, tying it around something, or even as simple as wiping the sweat off your head, a bandana can have a lot of uses. Well, that is everything inside of my EDC kit. If you start thinking about putting one together for yourself, I highly encourage you to do some searching on YouTube. There are dozens of videos of people who have researched and built their own for various needs in various places throughout the US. And I also encourage you to take a look at what it is you do, the area around you, where you live, and let that guide you to what you might put in your own. Everyone is different, everyone has different needs, everyone has different jobs, so you might just find some things to put into your kit that I don't have in mine, and vice versa. I should mention that most of what you see here was purchased on Amazon. Some things like the chapstick and the Band-Aids and the wet wipes, those I just got at Target or Walmart. But for the things that I did buy on Amazon, I will try to include a link in the description if you want to get one for yourself. Well, I'm James, and once again, thanks for watching. Make sure you check us out online at facebook.com/geekatarms and our website, geekatarms.com. So, until the next time, be safe, be blessed, and be geeky.